What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Mana today, Decentraland. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Let's get into this, right? So I know a couple of you have asked if I think it's a good time to get in. People have been happy, right? We've talked about this one for a while, and it finally is pumping. It's validating all the things that we've been saying about it, right? I'm glad that there's so many of you who are enjoying this pump, like myself, right? It's fun. It's fun to make money. It's fun. It's more fun to make money with your constituents. So I'm glad that we're all having a good time here. There's a couple of you that have been asking if it's a good time to get in right now, and the answer to that question is a little complicated, but I like to just simplify it and say yes, I think it is a good time to get in. 71 cents. I know it's kind of hard to say that when we're at previous areas of resistance. I can understand why people might have a hard time wrapping their head around buying at areas like this, but my answer to that would be if you buy here, just accept that it could pull back. You really could see a pullback down to 50 cents or lower. So as long as you buy here and you tell yourself that you're okay with that, then sure, green light. If you can't handle that kind of pullback, if that kind of pullback might make you sell or panic and think that this is broken, when really that'd be a healthy pullback, you'd be pulling back to a nice area of support with this green line coming in right there and previous areas of resistance back here and support to find support on. If you can't handle that, then maybe don't buy here, wait and see, and if it takes off without you, just look elsewhere, right? But that's, to me, the reason why I would give it the green light is the potential to move to the upside. The amount of gains you would have to the upside that you could miss out on by not buying, that opportunity cost far outweighs the potential risk of any downside move that we have right now, because that downside move would likely happen fast and inevitably we'd still move up anyway. So, you know, one way or another, you're going to get to the land of the promised and beyond in time. But if I had to really guess, if it mattered, if I had to bet which way the price was going to go, and I had no choice but to bet on it, I suppose I would bet that we do pull back to around 50 cents still. Okay, I know that we had a nice day yesterday, pulled back, decent volume on the way down. We pulled back right to that 50 to 60 cent zone like we were saying, and then this is not what I expected, but we had a very bullish finish to the day and the week. A lot of volume came in. We do have some bearish divergence there. It's showing its ugly head, but it's hard to say if this bearish divergence merits a change of trend or a momentary pause, because we've already pulled back, and we already pulled back to where the divergence formed. We don't need to go lower. A look like this could scare people, but we might just continue to rip higher. It's really hard to say. To me, the most likely outcomes in order would be that we pull back to the 50 to 45 cent area, probably right around 50 cents, if not just below there. That'd be the most likely outcome. The next likely outcome would be that we just consolidate around here between about 55 cents and 80 cents here, right, or 75 cents. We continue to consolidate here for a couple days or a week or so. Or the least likely outcome is that we continue to just move up, right? And this outcome, to me, even though it is the least likely of the three outcomes, it has gotten more likely over the past 24 hours, right? With this move on the 4 hour, that volume, again, not saying that I think this is going to happen, but the chance that it does happen, even though it's the least likely of the three, its chances have gone up because of what's happened over the past 24 hours. We really could continue to move up. And even though it's the least likely to happen, again, that opportunity cost to not being in on this, I think that it is worth buying even here at these prices. But with that being said, technical analysis, common sense even might dictate that, hey, we found resistance in this area a couple other times. Even if we don't pull all the way back, maybe we get a little taste, a little bit of a pullback down, right? I mean, to be fair, though, you look at this for what it is, we already did, right? 55 cents in reference, that's a move down to right there, right? We kind of did already pull back to where we found support back here, support back here. We already did these moves, but it didn't take weeks to happen. It took hours. So again, just legitimizing the idea or adding to the likelihood of the idea that we could just continue to persist higher. But again, I'm running in circles because it's kind of a difficult question to answer. I don't want anybody to buy up here and then the price goes down and then you're wondering if you made a mistake, right? I don't want that to happen. So that's kind of why I keep repeating myself descriptively, right? I don't want anyone to get wrecked. The way that you get wrecked is not if you buy here and the price goes down. You're not wrecked. You're wrecked if you buy here, the price goes down and you sell. Now you're wrecked because the price is going to come back up, and then you just you bought at the worst time, you sold at the worst time, and you completed the cycle, right? If you don't buy here, you're missing out on the opportunity costs. To me, that just seems like the least good option, but it might be the smartest option overall because I really do strongly believe that we're going to see prices down here. So I'm just having a hard time answering this kind of train of thought. So I'm going to move on from it. Take it for what you will. I guess I don't have an answer. If I did have to choose an answer, I would say wait, but I don't feel comfortable about that, right? If I had money on the sidelines right now, I would just buy here personally. I would buy here with a smile on my face, expecting the price to move down, and I would still buy here with a smile on my face because it doesn't matter, right? To me, it's not worth taking the chance, however small, that this thing could just rip up from here, right? Because if I want to buy here and it rips up here, who's to say I won't want to buy still? I might get it at a worse price. I don't know. I'm laying out the scenarios here, but let's move on. Let's move on, man. The reason why I think Mana is a really good coin to get into, it's been around for several cycles. It saw the ass end of one bull cycle, a full bull cycle here, and two full bear cycles. We're in the beginning of its next bull cycle. Technically, it's third bull cycle that it's ever seen, okay? This coin has been around for a long time. It's the OG metaverse token, the first of its kind, right? It's kind of got a mark of significance with that. Any coins that are the first of their kind, they tend to do very well as long as that niche space remains relevant, right? Like Binance being the first exchange token, top of its class, one of the top tier coins that we have in existence. Bitcoin, of course, the very first coin, top tier coin, the Mac Daddy itself. Ethereum, the first coin with smart contracts, top tier, top of its class, first of its kind. Dogecoin, first meme coin, right? Same thing. XRP, the first wannabe banking token kind of thing, right? That's what it's setting out to do. Top of its class, top 10, top 20 for a lot of its life. And then you've got Mana, which is the first metaverse token. I think that it's going to remain a valuable asset in the crypto markets. I'm a little bit surprised that it's not in the top 100, but there's a lot of exciting things coming in and going in the top 100. It doesn't have to be there to see excellent gains, but I digress. What I'm trying to get to is I think that by the end of this cycle, Mana will see prices at least $14.60 to a maximum of about $46. And you could see prices higher than that, right? This area comes in line very well with Mana's $100 billion market cap area. So something between about like 40 to 50 bucks, I think, is to be expected by the end of the cycle. You're at 70 cents now. For anybody that likes Dogecoin or wants to buy Dogecoin, you're tempted to buy Dogecoin. You think it's going to do really well? I think it's going to do well. I think it's a phenomenal coin. Let's look at it real quick. I have a point, I promise you. Dogecoin is at 42 cents. 42 cents right now. And I believe Dogecoin is going to go to prices around $4, okay? Right around its 1618 here from the high to a low. The 1618 is literally right there at $4. I think that's what's going to happen. It's at 42 cents. It could go to $4. This thing's at 70 cents. It's a little bit higher in price, but instead of $4, I'm talking about $46. If you like Dogecoin, if you want to get into Dogecoin, right? You think that that's appetizing. I see no reason. To me, it's a no-brainer. I would choose Mana over Dogecoin personally. And to me, it's also a secure coin, right? Of course, it's a secure coin. It's been around for multiple cycles. It's one of the most bullish charts in crypto. Right, significant higher highs, significant higher lows, bear cycle and bull cycle after cycle, right? You found support right at your previous cycle highs. This is really good integrity and structure of the charts, you guys. And we're just getting started. We're just getting started right now. We're up 143% right now, potentially at the verge of breaking out of this multi-year accumulation phase. We probably do pull back a little bit. So if you're looking to buy, I would say it's probably not the best time to buy. It probably will come back, but I still would, and I very much mean it. I give it the green light to buy. I would have to show restraint if I had capital on the side wanting to buy this right now because I just think, again, the opportunity cost risk it outweighs the risk of it going down. You know, I really do think it outweighs that. So just take that for what you will. Again, even though I'm saying that, I do believe we'll probably pull back to around 50 cents. I believe that with a pretty strong certainty. And even then, I don't know if it's worth sitting out on this coin. But anyways, pullback or not, breakout or not, when it does come time to breaking out of this box, we're likely going to see a very miraculous move in a very short amount of time, just like we saw this month, right? I would expect that we see something like within a month's time, maybe from this month or just from whenever we break out of this zone, within a month's time, I think that we'd move up to about $1.67 to $2.13. We're at 70 cents now. So $1.67, $2.13. Those are phenomenally higher targets than we're at now. Probably by the end of the year, I would expect we're there. Generally, with these kind of accumulation phases, you do see a move right up to your golden ratio. But we also could surpass that, go up to the 786 or the 886. Anything as high as $4 is possible on this initial breakout move. I don't think it stops there, but I'm just saying that time below $1.60 in price is running out. Okay, it really is running out. So I don't really know what else I have to say at this point. Let's look at the 1 hour. Let's do some short-term time frames and then move on with our lives, I guess. If we look at the 1 hour, to me, it would suggest that we go lower, building volume, but you're not getting anywhere. A little bit of bearish divergence there. The 1 hour looks like it's rolling over. You broke out of this trend. You kind of back tested it even. I would expect you to go lower. You look at the 4 hour, you've got that bearish divergence there. Again, you know, volume's coming in, but you're not going anywhere with it. You are building volume as you're moving higher, which is nice, but you're not really going anywhere with it. It's a little bit too early to say based on this time frame, but I still confidently would say you're probably going to go down. And I wouldn't expect that you form a higher low, but if you do, that'd be really nice. You guys, if we form a higher low, if we form a low above this low, I don't care where it is, but if we form it like anywhere above that low there, and then we move back up to this price or higher, that would be insane. We're probably breaking out right now if something like that were to happen, okay? But more likely than not, we'll break down. We'll probably even break below this low and consolidate for the next like couple days, maybe even the next week or so. Around 50 cents is where I'm thinking we're going to go to. So that's my genuine opinion. I don't really know if I have anything else I want to say, but even with the potential downside, again, I'm not saying that you should buy here. I'm not one to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. I'm not a financial advisor, but I would give it the green light. I wouldn't, if someone bought here, I wouldn't be like, what are you doing? It's going to pull back. Why would you buy here? That's not what I would say. I would just be like, just be aware it could pull back. If you buy here, that's cool. I actually think that's probably, it's more of a safe thing than it is a risky thing. It's only risky if you're the kind of person that can't handle a little pullback, right? And however deep it goes, it's going to be very, very short-lived, okay? But nonetheless, you know, if you don't have capital to put into the markets right now, and you will next week, or you get your paycheck next week, timing-wise, that'll probably work out really well for you, because I really do think that within the next like probably couple days, if not going into this week, by the end of this week, I would think that we are at significantly lower prices than this. So I'll definitely be loading up some more mana. I hope you guys are too. I don't really know what else to say. So with that, I'm going to end the video. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want more content like this. Bye-bye.